What if your city could actually think? I mean, what if AI could untangle a traffic jam as it's happening? Or, I don't know, predict a water leak before it even starts? Well, that future, it's actually being tested right now. Okay, let's dive into what could be the blueprint for the cities of tomorrow.
And look, this isn't some science fiction pitch. The news is real. Korea is officially launching these pilot projects to test out AI-based smart city tech, and they're doing it in 5 different countries across Southeast Asia. This is happening as we speak.
So that's the big question, right? The term smart city gets thrown around all the time. But what are these projects actually trying to do? How are they using artificial intelligence to get it done? Let's break it down.
To really get the what, we've got to start with the why. This whole ambitious thing is driven by a really clear 2-part mission. So the strategy is kind of two-sided. On one hand, it's about solving very real, on-the-ground urban problems. We're talking traffic, public safety, things like that, in these rapidly growing cities. But on the other hand, it's also a smart business move to help Korea's own innovative tech companies expand internationally. It's a pretty pragmatic win-win.
So, what's the scale we're talking about here? Well, in total, Korea is launching 6 distinct pilot projects. And those 6 projects are spread out across 5 different countries. So you can see they're testing a pretty wide range of ideas and partnerships.
Okay, so a huge focus of this whole thing is tackling one of the most frustrating parts of modern city life for pretty much everyone: traffic.
And what's really fascinating is how they're approaching this from different angles. So in Bacoor in the Philippines, it's all about making existing traffic signals way smarter. Over in Ho Chi Minh City, they're trying out on-demand transport. You can think of it like a super flexible public shuttle that uses AI to figure out the best routes based on who needs a ride. Then you go down to Can Tho, also in Vietnam, and it's all about these AI-powered smart intersections. And in Penang, Malaysia, they're rolling out a much broader smart traffic management system. So you've got 4 cities, all with the same core problem, but 4 totally unique solutions.
So when we say something like smart intersection control, what does that actually mean? Well, it's not just a fancier traffic light. It's an AI system that's literally watching the traffic in real time and making intelligent, split-second decisions to keep everything moving.
And to make that really concrete, just look at the project in Can Tho. The goal there, and this is pretty cool, is to make the city's intersections literally think for themselves, adjusting to traffic patterns from one moment to the next with no human needing to step in.
But hey, it's not all about traffic. The program is also tackling other critical parts of city life, zeroing in on managing essential resources and, of course, public safety.
The other 2 projects are just as vital. In Brunei, they're building an AI platform that doesn't just manage water. It's designed to predict pipe failures and even model flood patterns to get a jump on disaster response. Meanwhile, in serene Thailand, the focus is safety. They're creating a solution to monitor the structural health of the city's older buildings, using sensors and AI to flag risks before they become a catastrophe. I mean, these are the foundations of a truly resilient city.
And this quote from the Ministry of Land, Infrastructure and Transport really just nails it. The goal is to, and I'm quoting here, test AI-based smart city technologies aimed at helping address urban challenges. It's a problem-solving mission, right at its core.
So what does all this add up to? When you put all these different pieces together, are we looking at a potential blueprint for how our cities will work in the future?
The official name for this whole initiative, by the way, is the 2026 K-City Network Program. It's a name worth remembering because it really represents a big step forward in this kind of international tech partnership. At the end of the day, what we're really watching here is a massive, real-world experiment. It's a test to see if technology, when we apply it thoughtfully and work together across borders, can genuinely reshape our cities for the better. And that kind of brings it all back home, right? As these 6 projects get going, it makes you wonder, if you could bring just one of these AI-powered solutions to your own city, what would it be? What's the biggest problem that you think smart tech could actually help solve right where you live? It's definitely something to think about.